What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another video. Today we are checking out top 26 questions to ask SCP-343. Obviously that is God. We checked the video out in him not too long ago, so if you haven't seen that, be sure to check that one out first. This was requested a while back. Obviously we had to react to 343 first. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of questions you could ask this guy, like who are you? Are you the real God? How can you walk through walls? But anyway, man, we're gonna see. I think Tat's top videos will take a different approach to it, man. But yeah, let's go and see what these questions are.
How do you feel about the title God?
No, they've actually got a stat. He looks like a statue. They've actually got him here.
It is a privilege.
How would the world come to an end? How would it be by your hands?
I cannot answer that question.
You claim to be the creator of the universe.
That goddamn intermission thing is scaring me.
That is correct.
Can you currently create anything, or have your powers dwindled in time?
I relinquished a lot of my powers so that the universe might grow and develop as it has. My being was given to shape what you define as reality. My love has shaped what you know as morality. And I could go on and on. My eternal being resides within humanity, and I have given you a piece of me as well as my power. I am still an entity that has power beyond human imagination, but I shaped the universes from the powers I relinquished along with the majority of what I was originally.
That's an interesting concept that he gave him parts of himself to create the universe, so he's now weaker and can't do it again, but he's still pretty powerful.
How do you feel about humanity as a whole?
Disgusting.
Like father to his son, like a mother to her offspring,
Alright, buddy, we get
I am
it.
a loving being as you are toward those you hold dear. My feeling is absolute love and care to those I tend to, and humanity holds my greatest love.
Okay. Weirdo.
What is your purpose in life?
To simply admire and observe what was created from a singularity.
Why did you accept to be detained by the SCP Foundation?
I was courteously asked, but I was never detained. I can move as freely as the wind in a field of wheat.
You can.
How were you created?
Creation implies something of a beginning. Eternity does not apply to time as it is outside of it. For me, time is something that does not apply. I have always been, I was never created.
What's the full extent of your power?
That question does not seem appropriate.
Oof, don't anger him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't anger the boy.
When you created the universe, why did you create the SCPs? What was the purpose of their existence?
He didn't create them.
Every creature has its purpose, but some distort it. I'm not the progenitor of their vile acts. I gave them particular abilities with a set purpose, and some bastardized it.
Then what about SCP-682?
Yeah, I was about to say, what about the old man? What about some of these guys? Huh? Huh? Why did you create them? Why did you create old man, huh? To scare kids? Oh.
Why did you create that?
That creature is not made by my hands.
Oof.
It is something that does not need pitying. Sadly, I have no power or control over it.
That's a bit peak for him.
Do you have infinite knowledge?
Yes.
If so, do you know things that the SCP's Foundation need or would like to know, but instead keep for yourself, or keep for the purpose of maintaining humanity's safety?
Think long and
To
hard.
an extent, yes. Imagine seeing a spider web, and with each new strand it breaks off into something new and exciting. Knowledge works the same way, and all can be traced back to when the first human imagined what the world truly is like and how to explain it. As to your foundation, I do not wish to share the secrets that might be corrupted through human evil, but there are others that I will gladly share with you.
Have you ever used your powers against an individual, or do you simply avoid such a thing?
I have no ill will to any entity, nor do I wish to wreak harm upon those who even harm me. Omnipotence makes such vulgar displays of power unnecessary and immature.
Are there more like you?
I am within everything, so yes, in a way, there is an innumerable amount of me. One could even say that I am chatting with myself right now.
Are you immortal?
Let's not go back to that whole egg thing. What was it called? The egg?
Or do you have a lifespan?
He has a
That
life.
implies that I have beginning.
Oh, you don't have a
For
beginning,
me,
alright.
time is cyclical. Everything that is created dies and is then reborn. I am eternal, even though I must transfer bodies as I am subject to them, as I take this form before you.
Do you have any connection to SCP-049?
The Plague Doctor?
A dark spirit. A spirit I'm familiar with. A darkness follows him. A darkness that clouds even his own grasp on his intention. After so long, he's lost his way. But the dark touch of death is a maddening ascendancy.
He's the Grim Reaper.
I know of his incarnations, all representations of necessarily evils that come up upon mortal life amongst the everlasting stars. I feel great sadness for him, for his existence is by design madness.
Now that I think about it, the Plague Doctor could represent the Grim Reaper if this guy is actually God, you know? Because he's trying to cure death, but then he kills everything he touches, right? So it's a bit of a sticky one.
Are SCP-073 and SCP-076, also known as Abel and Cain, truly the sons of Adam and Eve?
Maybe.
Come now, my young researcher. Do you expect me to expose all the secrets so easily?
Yes.
Do you yourself fear the eventual death of our universe? Of everything, even yourself?
He's inevitable. No, he's...
Think of an acorn. When it grows into a strong tree, it spreads its own duplicates as well as passing along everything the original acorn had. This universe is merely the duplicate in a long line of duplicates. I cannot die, but I can be recycled. That is how universe truly works.
Why is his hand so big?
Why is it that you keep coming back to your cell, if you are fully capable to move freely?
I come back as to honor the agreement I have with your organization. Furthermore, I feel that my presence would be severely missed by those who like to come and chat with me. I myself have become fond of these interactions.
Seems like you'd have better things to do, no? You really
When
don't.
the SCP Foundation captured you, what were you doing in Prague?
Share that.
I simply wanted people watch and someone had seen me transport myself over to the city square. Prague is a beautiful city if you love to interact with people as I do.
If we were to set you free, what would you do?
As I see it, my young researcher, I have shown that your containment is ineffective towards me.
Exactly.
But I do love to humor your organization's attempts. I would simply enjoy watching humanity as I have through all these years. Like an astronomer looking through their telescope. All I wanted to do is observe.
Do you enjoy it here at the Foundation?
So I
do, especially the conversation I'm having with you. However, I wish the other subjects that reside here wouldn't harm you all.
now you're starting to sound like...
How can you happily allow us to contain you here while, in the world that you claim to have created, there are hundreds and thousands of people in pain and suffering, unaided by your powers? Is it not your obligation to serve and guide your subjects?
As time moves forward, we tend to forget about the past. I cannot justify the actions of beings that have chosen action that harms others in the case of human evil. However, I do recognize that there is an extent to which I am to blame for allowing free will and therefore suffering. Despite this, would it not be better to dictate and conquer one's own pain and suffering rather than go through life without having to know what it truly means to be saved? It is my obligation to observe, not to serve, as I merely gave humanity the means, free will, and love, but evil seems to have twisted the meaning of what I originally gave humanity.
Do you know the concept of fear, hatred, and loneliness?
Fear is but a test to see how willing one is either to give in to and run away, or confront it.
I'd run in most
Fear
cases.
is the emotion that tests you. Hatred is the emotion that is bastardization of love. Hatred is the emotion that makes the heart grow weaker from its use. In a sense, it is emotion of cowardice and weakness. Loneliness is the emotion that even I suffer from when I think of what humanity has done as in the past. It is an abyss that seemingly has no bottom, like a candle that is dropping down into a dark well. It is an emotion that one is tested when life is at its darkest.
When the time will come, will you unleash your wrath on those who defy you?
Sure.
I have no control over the creatures of darkness, but I will help those who need it most.
Do you have any relationship with SCP-001? SCP-343, are you there?
What has happened?
I think it's gone. This interview's over.
That's
Let's stop the recording. I think we have everything we need.
Yep, we don't get to find out if he knows the angel, do we? We don't get to find that one out, do we? Because he's not really the god, is he? He's just chatting shit. I don't know. That was interesting, man. That was interesting. Shout out to Tats Top Videos for this video. Got angry at the end. Some of those questions, he sounded like he was talking bullshit. Some of them he didn't. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed this reaction, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.